Hello, ladies and gentlemen. It's your boy, Dave Partner. I just showed up to give you an update on the Osun State election that is going on right now. So I just want to give you a live run through of what is going down right now in Osun State. So where are you watching this from? I want you to update in the comment section. Let us know that let us know where you are, and then I will give you a thorough run through of what is happening in Osun State of Nigeria. You know that they are running their governorship election today. All right. So as usual, before I start, I want to remind you that if this is the first time you're watching any of my videos, click the red subscribe button below. There's a red button below. It is written subscribe. Click on it once so that anytime I make a new video, you will be the first to get a notification. All right. Okay. So now you've done that. The first thing I want to show you is the list of candidates running for the election. So the first one is so let me read what this page says. It says facts about Osun governorship election 2018 and age of contestant. Said below are the facts we all need to know about the ongoing Osun election. Says see below 1.6 million registered voters, 48 governorship candidates, 48. Man, it's like everybody there in the state is running for governorship. Okay, 1.2 million PVC is distributed. 3,010 polling units, 332 registration areas, 30 local governments, 4,700 card readers, and over 40 local and international observers. So these are the contestants. Moshuda Dioti position is a former SSG. Local government, he's from Iwo local government, and he has a BSc in business admin. He's 65 years old. Boyega Oyetola is the chief of staff, Borikpe local government area. That's where he's from. And then he has an MSc in finance. He's 64 years old too. So the next person is Ademola Adeleke. His current position is a senator. He's a senator of the Federal Republic of Nigeria, and is from Ede. And his qualification is WAEC. I doubt this. I don't know because this is currently being contested. You understand? But I doubt this because he said he schooled in Toronto in one of the interviews. So the thing is, maybe I don't know whether he graduated. I don't know. So, but they are still contesting his result. But they say now, according to this picture I'm seeing, of course, this picture is not from an official Nigerian any institution in Nigeria. All right. So this is from social media. The next one is former deputy governor of Ife South. He's from Ife South, and his qualification is PhD. He's 61. His name is Iyola Omishore. And then the final one is Fatai Akimbade. His position is he's the former SSG too. He's from Olaoluwa, and his education is he has a diploma. He's aged 63. So I want to let you know, guys, that the main heavyweights contesting are between Ademola Adeleke and Boyega Oyetola and Mishore. These three people are the heavyweights contesting. All right, I'm gonna check something. Then, of course, I'll get back to you. All right. So the next thing we're gonna look at is right here, Osun. This one says Osun elections. Ademola Adeleke cast his vote. So this is the video of Ademola Adeleke, the PDP candidate, casting his vote, and it's from A. They said the candidate of the PDP, Ademola Adeleke, has cast his vote at the ongoing Osun gubernatorial election. Adeleke, who is a frontline contender, arrived his polling unit, Abogunde Compound Unit 00902, Ede North Local Government Area, early on Saturday morning and cast his vote. Those are pictures. That's him casting his vote, and that's it here. Him casting his vote. What I don't know is whether he danced during the casting of votes. He's somebody that really likes dancing. All right. This one said it don't cast him defeat. Oh, I love him already. It will be an honor to be Osun State Governor's side chick. All right. Osun election, cadet claiming to be INEC official arrested. So there's a cadet that is claiming to be an INEC official. Look at this one. He wore INEC clothes, and who knows what he wanted to do. Let's read what he says. He said, cadet claiming to be an INEC official was arrested at Ife South Local Government Ward Unit 4 during the tour of Commissioner of Police in charge of Ile-Ife area command, Ilyasu Ahmed, to the polling unit. He was not able to provide his ID card when he was asked to show his authentic identity card. So this one is dressed like an INEC and official, but he's not. So this one said photo of Governor Aregbesola and wife pictured casting votes. Governor Aregbesola and his lovely wife were pictured casting their votes for the 2008 Osun gubernatorial election at Ifofin Ward 8 Unit, Ilesha East. See photos. That's Aregbesola, and that's a copper, and then that's him casting his vote. So that's a copper for the wife of the governor, and they just finished casting their vote and throwing V signs up in the air. And then this is another picture. So of course, I'm reading your comments, so you can drop a live comment, and then if you wanted me to highlight anything or something specifically, I can see that 190 of you guys are watching. Thank you very much for watching, tuning into this live broadcast. You understand? I'm still gisting you on the latest in Osun State governorship election going on. Who do you think will win? Tell me in the comments, who do you honestly think will win this election? Let me know who you think will win. All right. So the next thing that is going down is Fatai Akinbade, ADC candidate, casting his vote in Osun governorship election 2018. The ADC governorship candidate, Engineer Fatai Akinbade, cast his vote at his hometown, Ward 3, Unit 1, Ogbagba, Osun State. So that's him. He's getting his vote cast here. I think he's 65 years old, trying to cast his vote to become the governor of the state. All right. So that's him in his ward. All right. Let's see the next thing. This one says in the comment section, everyone wants to be a leader. The crowd are saying in their mind, this one no get money to share. This one said, people just wasting their money. Election that APC will win. This place is APC's main base, not Lagos, as so many people think. For real, APC has been ruling the state for the past, is it at least more than 8 years? PDP agents caught with cash and bag of rice in Osun governorship election. So this is a news saying that some PDP agents were caught with cash. They said PDP agents in the ongoing Osun election caught in Iwo Town by men of the Nigerian police with 600,000 naira. Ward chairman Molete Akin Abiodun gave them the money to buy votes from electorates. I wonder how they came to this conclusion, but then these are the people they were caught and were told to carry the money on their hand when they are getting snapped. So these ones have been nabbed for buying votes on election day. All right. So this one says Senator Isiaka Adeleke. So free rice. So they came with bags of rice and free money, and they were caught. Agbon Awaya, Awon Agbaya, I don't know. Sorry if I mispronounced that, but they say PDP will never change. It's always about sharing money. Look at where they're sharing dollars. So and they were the one to first cry foul in Ekiti. Care to call Port Black liars. They have both been confirmed to be APC agents. So this one is already fielding another news saying that they are actually APC agents. All right. So this one said, read earlier post. They're actually APC agents, and they did confess to it earlier in earlier threads. Some APC goons are now trying to twist the tail. For real? For real? So there's double news showing up that they are APC agents, and then um, some are saying that they are PDP agents. Either way, the two parties have rejected them. In the Nigerian police, two suspected vote buyers have been arrested by a team of police in Oshun, but the police did not mention their party. So let's say this one, SDP governorship aspirant Senator Iyola Omishore spotted on queue to cast his vote. So Omishore wants to cast his own vote. And these are the pictures. Governorship candidate of the Social Democratic Party, Senator Iyola Omishore, on queue to cast his ballot in Ileife at his ward, his home ward. Look at him, his wife in front, and that's him behind. And people are taking pictures in his ward. This is another picture. He just casted his vote, and people are serious about him. All right. Personally, this is of my This is of my candidate. One of my, I don't know of my candidate, but let the people's choice count, irrespective of whoever. Serial loser, you will add this impending loss to your CV. Uh, we, however, thank you for doing enough damage to Adeleke in the Ife axis, where he was hoping to capture by picking his deputy from there. So, this person is insinuating that some of these governorship candidates were actually planted as moles. They are not there to win, they want to divide the votes. You get? So that the opponents will not carry enough votes, all right? So, Ocean governorship election 2018 live updates, monitoring and reporting. So, this is a live update. So, let me tell you, PDP is not the only ones that were caught. Sarah Reporters broke in news that APC candidates were caught buying elections. Say APC candidates, APC buying votes in Oshun, buying votes in Oshun. Sahara Reporters. I just read. Sahara Reporters broke news some minutes ago. APC was caught. Breaking PDP agent arrested. Yes, we just read that. Video for Etola's polling unit. APC gives voters money, you see. So they actually recorded a video of the polling unit. So, like I said, if you drop a comment, I will be there to respond to your comment. So, you see, Sarah Reporters is saying that there's a video they have. I can't play it, of course, but I'm trying to put the link in the comment section below. So, check the live comments. Check the live comments. You will see me drop a link right away so that you can watch the video on Sarah Reporters. See, I just dropped it. So if you go to Sarah Reporters, you see the video. I watched it earlier. They were buying votes, and they said they want to give people for them to eat. They said at Oyetola's polling unit, APC gives voters money to find something to eat. A tall, dark complexioned man was in charge of organizing voters in front of the building where money would be shared. Wait for Alhaja to come. She will soon be there, he said. We are not giving you this money to buy your votes, but just to give you to at least find something to eat. Despite the claim of Isiaka Oyetola, the Osun State governorship candidate of the APC, that there was nothing like voter inducement in the ongoing election, Sahara Reporters have succeeded in establishing that vote buying flourished at Unit 1, Ward 2, where Oyetola himself voted. They said, unlike the usual way of sharing money publicly, voters were induced to write their names and show their permanent voters card. So before you collect money, you will have to write your name and show your PVC, and they give you some cash. Sarah Reporters was at the scene where people were asked to be patient and register their names with the PVC. At a tall, dark complexioned man was in charge of organizing voters in front of the building where money would be shared. Wait for Alaja to come. She will soon be here, he said. We are not giving you this money to buy your votes, but to give you at least to find something to eat. Sahara reporters earlier reported how APC agents induced voters with cash at a house covered with Oyetola's posters. Similarly, a PDP Democratic agent was apprehended while allegedly inducing voters in Ede North, the local government area of Ademola Adeleke. So, what do you guys think? Is like both parties are massively buying vote. Once you show up with your PVC, you don't hammer like 3K or 4K. And then of course you are basically selling your vote for your and a good state for the next 4 years. This one said Ocean governorship election live update. uh, Caution, don't post false information. So people are, this one is like people trying to post what is going on. So these are the list of all the contestants, 48 parties, 48. This is too much, 48. It's like everybody in the theater is contestant. So these are pictures. Pictures. All right. Pictures. So those are the contestants, 40 something of them. All right. I think we went through that. So this is a picture of a video of an elderly man saying that Osun State has been impoverished by APC. I can't play the video, of course. So this is Boyega Oyetola casting his vote in his ward. So of course, this is where I'll round up. Let me know what you think. Let us have a good discussion in the comment section below. That's him casting his vote. I want to know what you think. We can have a good discussion, all right? Of course, if this is your first time of ever watching any of my videos, click the red subscribe button below. There's a red button below. If you click on it, it means that anytime I make a new video, you will be the first to get a notification. I'm going to make another video again in the evening so that I'll update you on the election results, because the results will be announced later this evening or at night. Let's say latest by early morning tomorrow, you would have seen the full video. All right, early morning tomorrow, you would have seen the video of the results. All right, so I want to know what you think. I want to know what you think. We can have a good discussion in the comment section below. What do you think? So it turns out that a lot of you have been talking, but I've not been seeing it. I'm just seeing, man, a lot of things have been going on here. Albert, Agidigbi, what's up? PDP, Ademola Deleke all the way. PDP early lead. So Albert is saying that PDP is establishing an early lead. Are you in Osun State? You should tell us what's going on. Simon Jerry said PDP forever. And Seal Cross said, why PDP agents on loose? Of course, now that's the normal thing in election in Nigeria. There's always vote buying. Even people that are pushing against vote buying are vote buying. You understand? You understand? People that are preaching against vote buying are vote buying. It's a vote buying galore. All right. This one said, Charlie Annabelli. Hey, what's up, Charlie? I can see you. Charlie said they are sharing money and rights to them, and they are collecting their future health care and salaries, and Nigerians will never learn. What a pity. Of course, Nigerians will never ever learn. How does somebody give you 4,000 naira to grab the governorship position for 4 years? That's like you have sold each year for 1,000 naira. Simon Jerry said PDP forever. So I'm checking out some of you guys. Adenuga Shoyibo said they are all buying votes. That's the thing. Especially the two big parties there. They're buying votes right and left. Charlie Annabelli said me, Devo, you are talking like African commentator. That's how we roll today. It's a Jamaican commentation. You get what I'm saying? So Megalo OP said, Dave, I disagree to agree. This is a scam. Do they think we are fools? That's the thing. Like, when will Nigeria even get better? You understand? Vincent and Theophilus said, we want to jail them. You understand? The law should take full effect. That's the thing. Um, DJ Sam Ken said since 1960 they are there till now. That's the thing. Somebody Ade said, let's see how it goes. Of course, like I can't wait. And in case you guys don't know what's happening, in what do you call it? In today again, Anthony Joshua is fighting Povetkin, somebody a Russian, I think he's Russian or Ukrainian. It's called Povetkin. So the Nigerian Anthony Joshua, the great boxer, is having a fight today. You understand? I'll update you guys in the morning. The fight will happen late at night, around that kind of 1, 2 at night. So, but by morning, I will update you guys to as to who wins. Biodun Adebayo said APC is buying people's future. That is the thing. Vote buying is rampant in Nigeria. You understand? So, Charlie Annabelle said, Mr. Devil, once again, I caught you live. Yeah, I'm happy to meet you live online again. Benga Folayan said, please, we need updates. Yes, I'll give you guys updates. Somebody already said that it's like PDP has an early lead, but you can't judge because they need to collate the results before they can pronounce the winner. You understand? Some Sivo Sly said, our people wouldn't wise up. That's the thing. It's like we are permanently dull. You understand? How is it that this kind of thing is repeating itself every 4 years and people still wouldn't wise up? You get every 4 years there's vote buying, and then people get into government and underperform, and then once the fourth year comes again, they do vote buying. And vote buying is working because people are collecting the money. If people aren't collecting the money, it won't work. Boyega is asking me which political party is leading. The thing is that the results have not started flowing in. The results can only start coming when the election has concluded. I think around 4 or so. Once it's around 4, they will stop the voting. Once they stop the voting, they can start counting the results. So let's say around 6:37, I'll come live again to put you guys through. You understand? I'll give you an update of the results. Let me check who else has dropped. Hey, Ify, how you doing? Ify, what's up? So Ify Chisom said, the poorest country in the whole world. It's a disaster. It's a disaster. Like the whole Nigerian idea is a disaster. How come we are so poor with all these natural resources? How come the poverty is ravishing the land? You understand? Simon Jerry said, hey, if you Chisom, Nigeria is the richest African country. Yes, by natural resources, we are the richest. You understand? And also, we are the richest black nation. We are the best black nation. There is no country that is black that is as good as Nigeria. But the other thing is that there's no successful black nation. All the nations where blacks are in charge are all in poverty, HIV, crime, corruption. You understand? So, but among all these, the worst ones, now we are better. We are better than Ghana. Go check our GDP per capita. We are better than Ghana. We are better than Kenya. Even though those two countries are rising fast, those are the three. Once you count Nigeria, count Ghana, count Kenya, you have counted the 3 best countries. Then other countries are struggling seriously. You understand? Other countries like Uganda are trying to be better, but generally, we are just at the top. You understand? But at the same time, compared to the natural resource, I think we are the number 13th country that has the highest oil in the world. You understand? Why are we not 13th best? Why are we not even 50th best? You get? We have all these natural resources, but then it doesn't reflect in the economy or the income disparity. You know what is called income disparity? You understand? The distance between the income of the rich and the poor. You understand? Or the disparity between the income of several people. All right, guys, I'm going to have to stop somewhere. You understand? So what you're going to do is to hit the like button. If you said I should check my... Oh, yeah, I'll reply. You understand? And of course, you should know that my Instagram is not private, though. So before you go and send something that... you understand? I'm not the only person that has access to my Instagram account. So some other person might be reading whatever is there. You understand what I'm saying? Yeah. So Abiodun Adebayo said, please compare Nigeria to Rwanda. Yes, Nigeria is like 3 to 4 times better than Rwanda. Nigeria's GDP per capita is 2,000 is $1,900. That's about 700,000 naira. No, that's about 600,000 naira or thereabout, just a little above 600,000 naira. That's the average income per year of a Nigerian. But in Rwanda, it's $600. Nigeria is $1,900. Rwanda is $600. You understand? So, and Rwanda has been ruled by the same person since I think it's 2000. So the person that's been ruling Rwanda since 2000, since Obasanjo came to started ruling Nigeria, that's 2000. Is the same person that's still ruling now, President Paul Kagame. So even though that they are trying to be better, you understand? And if you look at the economy, it's just steadily getting better. It's still way, way below Nigeria's own. You can't you can't just compare it. You understand? You get what I'm saying? So even though they are doing good, same thing with Ghana and Kenya. All these people, the economy is doing well. You understand? Nigeria economy is doing badly. We are performing badly since 2015. Our economy has been plunging. It has been coming down. But even though our economy is coming down, it still hasn't caught up with them Ghana and Cameroon and what do you call it, Kenya. Then we are still better than them, at least for the time being. Maybe someday it will catch up. Maybe someday we'll recover. But that's it. Yes, Nigeria is the poorest country. Well, the better way to put it is that Nigeria is the country that has the highest number of poor people. You understand? So being the poorest and having the highest number of poor people is not exactly the same thing. So more and more poor people. Nigeria is the country that has the highest number of poor people. So Nigeria has 180 million people, and there are so many poor people in Nigeria that we have more poor people than India. India has 1.2 billion people. You understand? There are more poor people in Nigeria than in India. That's how bad it is. That's how bad it is in Nigeria. So I'm looking at your comments. If you have anything to drop, you should drop it. Buhari is the problem in this country now ever since Goodluck left the seat. Yeah, some people can argue that since Goodluck left, things have just gone worse. Another thing I normally like to chip in so that anybody that is looking at things that way will also have to balance it up is that the moment Goodluck handed over, or just few months, let's say 4-5 months before he handed over, the oil prices started dropping. So global oil prices dropped immediately. Buhari was taking over. He was taking over a country where the income has dropped. You understand? Even though right now the income has started picking again because global oil prices, when Buhari was taking it dropped down to around $38. You understand? When Goodluck was in charge, the highest point it reached was around $90, $90 to $100. Yes, let me say $100. That was the point it reached during Goodluck's 6 years. But by the time he was about to hand over to Buhari, it started dropping, and now it has risen back. It's recovering. It has risen back to $78. So me, I personally expect as it's rising, the economy should be getting better as it's rising. You get what I'm saying? It should be getting better. So, but so far, I'm not observing so much of that getting better. I think that's why people are complaining. You understand? So, I love South Africa said, very foolish youths. That is the problem of the country. The current youths we have in Nigeria is just very foolish. I don't blame Buhari when they say it's lazy youth. You understand? See, do you know the youth has been ruling Nigeria? I made a video earlier, some 2 weeks ago, where I analyzed the average age of Nigeria's presidents. You understand? And governors. All these people are within youth brackets. You understand? It's just now that we have Buhari in charge, and of course we have 1 or 2, 3 more ministers that are very old. You understand? But generally, when Buhari came to power as a governor, he was 38 years old. He was a young lad. You understand? Most of our president, when Obasanjo was president the first time, he was in his 30s. IBB was 38 years old when he was president. This IBB you are seeing. So the youth has been ruling this country. But these guys were able to rule. when there was civil war, it wasn't not the youth that fought the civil war. They wanted a separate country. But the youth we have now is Twitter youth and Facebook youth. You understand? So that's why the youth of those days are still the ones ruling now, because the youth we currently have are not strong, are weak. You get? So I'm looking through. I'm looking through who else. Isioma, hey, what's up, Isioma? We can't tell who is leading now because the polls, they have not started collecting the results. You get? So it's around evening in a few hours time. This is almost 3. So let's say in 4 hours time, we'll know who is leading. You understand? Abiodun said, I'm a first timer on this platform. Hey, Abiodun, see, click the red subscribe button below. There's a red button below. You click on it once, you understand? And then there is once you click on it, a black icon will appear. Click on that icon. That's the icon that will be sending you notification every time I make a new video. You understand? Click on it, all right? So Abiodun said, please, can you explain the magic late Yaradua used? May his gentle soul continue to rest in peace. See, Yaradua, when he came in, he had a terminal illness, so he already knew he will die. So all this corruption thing didn't mean nothing to him. All these embezzlements, it meant nothing to him. You get? So if you know you will die, most of those things will mean nothing to you. So Yaradua was very plain and simple with everybody. It was straightforward. You understand? If you have case, go to court. Even when he came, people were making noise that they rigged the election to put him in. Yaradua said yes, he knows that the election was rigged to put him in. You understand? If you want to go to court to challenge it, then you are free to go. I think that's the first and only Nigerian politician that came out publicly to confess that, yeah, I know that the election that brought me in was rigged. You know, the man knew he was going to die, so he didn't engage in corruption. You understand? So we're looking at who else. Monday, Jiro said, Dave, Nigeria youths have to wake up. We have to fight for our future. That is what we're doing in this channel. See, if you have been following my channel, you see that what we are basically doing here is awakening. We are waking people up. You understand? We don't just give news in this channel. We don't just go to those news. We try to wake people up to the ears in the society. You understand? Chisom said she has given up. Hey, don't give up on Nigeria yet until I grow to 99 years old and die. You understand? Don't give up on Nigeria. So I'm going to type my social media handle so that you guys can follow me on other social media. I'm currently carrying out a campaign to wake up Nigerian youth to the failed educational system. We have a failed educational system in this country. So if you go to my Twitter, you see what I've been tweeting, that school is scam in Nigeria. Universities in Nigeria is a scam. Oh, that's what I've been tweeting on Twitter. You people should go and retweet. University system in Nigeria is a scam. They are not really teaching the youth. You understand? And I've been pointing out so many things wrong with the university system. It's a scam. They have to upgrade. They have to change certain things about the university system in Nigeria. So follow me on Twitter. I just posted in the chat. Follow me on Twitter and check out my tweets and retweet. The whole country has to wake up, and the onus is on us, you know, to wake the rest of the people up. They say once you wake up, you have to wake the rest of the people up. You understand? So Cross said APC is mortgaging voters in OSUN State with cash. Why accusation on opponents haven't known they activate similar thing? That's the thing. APC and PDP, they are buying votes massively. Abiodun said, okay, I just read Abiodun's. Yes, Abiodun, I just typed it at twitter.com/Dave Ozalo. You understand? That's how you get to me. Or just go to Twitter and check Dave Ozalo. You understand? And that's how we roll. Okay, so you'll see the name that you see there is blockchain developer. You understand? Because I'm a software developer. That's the name you'll see there. But check my tweets. You understand? The educational system is messed up. We're trying to raise awareness so that the universities will change their curriculum and update their curriculum and adjust a number of things about schooling in Nigeria. Hi, gracious, glorious goodness. How you doing? Diana Savage, Alpha Tiwa Savage. Are you guys related? Diana Savage said Nigeria will not change. That's the thing. I think the reason why Nigeria will not change much or is not changing much is because people are not speaking out. You understand? The wise ones are not speaking out, but that's what we're doing with a channel like this. We try to wake people. There's nobody that's following my channel that is not woke. You can't follow my channel and not be woke. It's not possible. You understand? By the time you watch 2 or 3 videos, your eyes will open to certain things in the society. You understand? Ade, what's up? Ade said, Ade squared. Ade said, I always say this and will continue to say it. We should all, uh, we should all thank God that he brought Buhari when he brought him. If things has continued the way it was pre-Buhari regime, Nigeria would have turned upside. That is Ade. Charlie Enebeli said, when President Buhari said that Nigeria youths are lazy, he was very right. I think what happened in Ghana should happen in Nigeria. That is the only way Nigeria will be better or long. Yes, I heard that in Ghana, one of the soldiers gathered everybody, all the politicians, and blew them up. He blew up everything. How many of you have heard that story? That in Ghana, a soldier invited all the politicians, and when they gathered there, he detonated the bomb and reset the country. They said the northern oligarchy and western Yoruba have destroyed the image of the great country Nigeria. That's what Silk Cross said. Northern oligarchy and western Yoruba. How many of you believe that? Frederick M said, yes, so we are woke. Yes, exactly. You can't be on this channel and not be woke. It's not possible. So Glorious Goodness says, please, can you tell me the difference between Hausa and Fulani? The Fulanese are the nomads. They came to Nigeria. So Fulanese are in different countries. They started from a place called Futajalon. I think Futajalon is it Liberia or Sierra Leone? A mountain. That's where they originated. And they have been rearing animals, most especially cows. So they migrated all the way to Nigeria and they came in from northern Nigeria. You understand? So, but the Hausas are the indigenous people that were living there initially. But the Fulani showed up to start ruling them. That's the difference. If you're looking at a Fulani, Buhari is Fulani, Dangote is Fulani, El Rufai is Fulani. Which other people? You people should give me a list. The Fulanese are basically the tribe that is kind of more in control in the north. That's what I understand about the Fulanese. The Hausas are the original, sort of original inhabitants there. But this modern day, the Hausas and the Fulanese live there. So the cattle rearers you see in the streets are Fulanese. Fulanese are usually slim and sort of tall. And most times they are light-skinned. You understand? You see their skin is light-skinned. So, in as much as you see them rearing cows in the streets, they're also the ones in charge of this country. They're kind of the richest in the country. And Silk Cross, okay, I'm looking at. I hope I answered your question, Glorious Goodness. Bishop Francis, Nigeria youths are on social media running down pastor instead of fighting for their rights. God help us. See, Bishop, good day, Mr. Bishop. With all due respect, the biggest problems in Nigeria is also caused by the church. The church is miseducating the youth. You understand? Let me tell you what, in a sane country, the youth are supposed to be in the streets protesting. You understand? And the protest is championed by the church because the church is one of the largest institutions that the youth listen to. Any strong, sane revolution starts from the church. Look at Martin Luther King when he was fighting for equal rights for the blacks. Martin Luther King was a pastor. You understand? His father was a pastor. When he started, the church tried to do what they do in Nigeria. They first of all fired him. When he started preaching for equal rights, the church, his own church, gathered together and told him that we don't agree with what you are preaching. They fired him. But guess what? When the revolution caught on and the whole blacks in the nation started protesting with Martin Luther, his church now called him back and made peace. You understand? But what do we have in Nigeria? We have the church that want to blame the government, but they cannot challenge the youth to actually protest. So pastor is on the pulpit preaching about evil, but he can never tell the youth that, hey, we actually need to go out and march. Oh, if we don't march, things will not change. We need to actually go out, go to the government house and march, and then go and ask our governor what he's doing with our money. You understand? How many pastors have ever done that? The only pastors that do that are those ones that are that have vested interest. Is either they are running for vice president, that's when they know that they will march, or they are running for one thing or the other. So church, fake church in particular, not church in general, fake churches is a problem, or is one of the biggest problem of Nigeria, because over 49% of Nigerians are Christians. So you can imagine if the churches actually wake up and challenge the Christians to step out and protest ill governance. I don't think anybody really wants to mess with a full religion in Nigeria. You understand? There are over 30 million Catholics in Nigeria. How come the evil is still persistent? It's because the leaders of the church, they are not challenging the youth to step into the streets. Is it wrong for a Christian to protest ill leadership? You understand? So go and look at what's happened in Egypt. They used protests to change the president twice. They changed the president. Their president was ruling for 32 years, Mubarak. They protest 14. I think they broke the world record. 14 million people stepped out into the streets in Egypt. You get what I'm saying? 14 million people. Before you know it, the government stepped down. And after stepping down, guess what? New people another government got in and started trying to repeat the same kind of thing the other government did. Another like 10, 20, 14 million people stepped in the streets again. And the people, they changed their president within another year again. You understand? They currently have another president now. So that's what I'm saying. Nigerians, the people that are supposed to challenge the youth are not challenging them. Also, some fake doctrine has infiltrated the mind of the youth. You understand? So many youths are lazy youth. You understand? They won't work, but they believe that by some special miracle that God is going to bless them. The God I know is not a lazy God. He can't bless a lazy youth. Only a lazy God can bless a lazy youth. You understand what I'm saying? You have to do some work. So the church is a culprit in that area where they inculcate in the mind of the youth that you can get rich through a miracle. I'm not saying a miracle is not possible. I'm just saying that to get rich, you have to apply financial principles. And so paying tithe is not one of them. Paying tithe is not a financial principle under any economic principle. Let's look at this again. Tony Gabriel said, what's the result so far? You can't tell, Mr. Tony, until evening around 6:30. That's when we can tell. Felix Enowa said, anyone that still believe in the Buhari and Tinubu policy in Nigeria needs a medical prescription. That's Felix. Simon Jerry said, thank you, Felix. Glorious goodness is Atiku Fulani. Yeah, Atiku. Yes, I think Atiku is Fulani. Yeah. I think so. Yeah. And Kwankwaso. I don't know about Kwankwaso, but I don't know about Kwankwaso. I can't talk about that. But I think Atiku is Fulani. Yeah. Nigerian pastors are politicians. They won't do that. The pastors. The other day, a pastor showed up and said that he gave a governorship candidate 150 million naira to contest, and the governorship candidate later won and paid him back. And that's what a pastor is saying. Imagine that the tithe you're paying to make the nation better, your pastor is using it to secretly sponsor a candidate. How will the candidate pay back? Is it not by owing salaries and stuff? You understand? Or doing one shady deal or the other. So that's the issue. And funny enough, the heavenly race is an individual thing. If you believe there is heaven and you believe you are going to heaven, on that day it's only you'll be on your own. Your pastor won't be there, and your tithe won't be there. You understand? So if you go to church, don't do things because pastor said you should do it. Do it because it's written in the Bible, and you have studied the Bible by yourself, and you have a conviction that is written in the Bible doesn't also mean you should do it. You should also have your own conviction. Like me, I'm not paying no tithe to nobody. You understand? I've even stopped giving offering. If I want to help people, I go to the street and help them directly. The church should find out a way to get their own money. I don't give no offering to nobody. since I discovered some scam that is going on. Some people are using my offering money to buy Rolls Royce, thunder fire some people. Okay, so Abiodun Adebayo said, David, it might be funny with this. I might be funny with this question. Is it possible for Nigeria to be sold back to Europe? Abiodun said, is it possible for Nigeria to be sold back to Europe or Western world, then negotiate how to repurchase it back after 10 years? That's the thing. You understand? We have this issue in Nigeria. I think Fela's son was saying, Fela, I think he's Kuti, I don't know his exact name. So he was saying the other day during an interview that he said that no Nigerian was consulted when they were creating Nigeria. Therefore, he said no Nigerian understands Nigeria. Remember in 1914 amalgamation, when Lord Lugard, his girlfriend, and some other white people gathered and decided to amalgamate the Northern and Southern Protectorate, they did not consult any Nigerian. So Fela's son was saying that it's only those guys that created Nigeria that know how to rule this country, because when they were ruling this country, there was no all this corruption and stuff. You understand? He said they are the only ones that understand Nigeria. So he said for us to really go ahead and for us to really progress in this nation, one solution will be to call them to come and rule this nation. You know what I'm saying? He said if they start ruling this nation straight up, things will change because they understand what they did. You understand? That's one thing he said. Then the other thing that will be another solution is if we come together on a table and say, hey, we need to recreate this country from ground up. You understand? The Northerners, what do you want in a country? The Northerners will say their own. The Westerners, what do you want? The Easterners, you understand? What do you guys want? You guys have been screaming IPOB, Biafra. Okay, what do you want? Why are you asking for Biafra? Call the Middle Belt. What do you guys want? South, what do you want? Everybody comes together. You understand? After everybody has come together and they find on the negotiating table, they plot these things out. And everybody agrees to a working formula that everybody agrees to. Currently, we don't understand what is happening in this country. You understand? So that's what Fela's son said, that unless we do it that way and restructure Nigeria completely, we are not going to succeed. And I believe that. So that's why I don't roll with candidates, presidential candidates that are against restructuring. I don't kind of agree with them. You understand? I'm going to vote a candidate, at least one of those candidates that agree on restructuring. We have to, this country is not working the way it is. That's one thing that's obvious. So I'm looking for somebody that can give me a cogent reason on how he can change the country. You understand? If I agree with your reason, I vote for you. But if you're telling me that this country will continue exactly the way it is, you're not going to get my vote. You understand? We need to change some things. I know that total change is difficult. Like a president shows up and if you change too much, you might lose your life. You might be assassinated. But if you change it incrementally, every year introduce one change, every year introduce another change, gradually, within a decade, we'll get there. People that we had independence with, all these South Korea, them. If you go to South Korea now, you can't even believe that we had independence within 5 years apart, ruled by the same people that ruled us. So go to Australia, you'll be marveled. Maxwell J. Stone, hi Maxwell, how you doing? Welcome to this channel. Maxwell, I don't believe church should protest, especially in the Buhari government where killing of Christians is cheap. Yes, if they are killing Christians, Christians should protest. Who else will fight for Christians? You understand? How can you tell me that we have all these resources, military and police resources, and they are not able to pay attention to that kind of killing that is happening? And you're saying that people should not protest. Protests are allowed in a democratic dispensation. Peaceful protest. Before somebody will say, I'm talking about non-violent, peaceful protest, so that government will know that these people are large. Number one, they are large. Number two, they have an agitation. But when you're trapped inside your church, you go to church every day, choir will put music, you twerk, 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 and go home. How would the government know that you have a bitter concern? You understand that something is paining you somewhere? Your pastor should be able to lead. Look at what Martin Luther King did. Martin Luther King led the protest. Go and Google them. These are legends in the US. Martin Luther King, Malcolm X, Louis Farrakhan. Farrakhan is still alive. He's an imam now. You understand? These people led protests. Muhammad Ali, they were friends. They were age mates and friends. They led protests. You understand? When they sent Muhammad Ali to Vietnam to go and serve as a soldier, he said, no Viet Cong ever called me a Negro. You understand? So if people don't step out in the streets in a democratic dispensation, some things will never change. So the church is guilty in that. They don't want to do that because they don't want to miss offering of next Sunday, because stepping out in the streets might result to police crackdown. You understand? So like I said, I'm talking about peaceful protests. Peaceful protests. You understand? So I'm with you, Mr. DeVoe. Charles said, I don't give tithes and offerings anymore. Helping the poor and needy is what I say. If I want to help people now, this is 2018, my eyes have opened. If I want to help somebody, I go straight to the person and give the person directly. I'm not giving no tithes to nobody. I'm not giving tithes to any Rolls Royce wearing, Gucci, Versace rice, Gucci beans wearing, what do you call it now? All those things that they buy and private jets and give 20 reasons why they need private jet. I'm not against private jet. My own is, you're not going to see my money there. You understand? If I want to help somebody, I go and help. Yes, I might give offering if I'm in a church and pastor preach something that makes sense. I pay him for the preaching. But you can't convince me all those blessings. If I want to help people, I help them in the streets. And these days, I prefer to give to my friends than to beggars. Because those beggars in the streets, those guys are tricksters too. Not all, but the large majority of them, begging is an occupation for them. They are not begging because they don't have food to eat. They are begging because that's their work. Every morning they dress up and tie one bandage and sit there. That's why these beggars will never leave the streets. You understand? The real poor people are not those people you see in the streets. The real poor people are those your friends that have those people that have the dignity not to beg, but they are broke. See that woman selling pepper, that woman selling onions, the woman selling what do you call it now? Corn, pear. You understand? Those guys are the real poor people. How much profits can the person make from selling corn in a day? I was asking a woman the other day. She said if she makes 700 naira in a day, she has tried. You understand? Those are the real poor people. Those are the way I pay my tithes. You understand? I buy one corn, I give the woman a tip of 5K. You understand? It covers her profit for the next 5 days. You get what I'm saying? And I go on feeling happy. You understand? Whether I'm blessed or not is okay by me. I feel fulfilled. I've been telling people that the way some Christians give is the fault. Is the problem we have in this society. That's why no matter how much Christians give, the society will not improve. We're getting poorer and poorer the more Christians are giving and giving. We're giving very poorly because we're giving due to what? The Christians are giving due to selfishness. They want people give tithes for what? They're giving tithes so that God will open the floodgates of heaven and bless them. It's selfish. You're giving for yourself. That is wrong. That's why they can afford to be tricked. Your pastor is using your money to buy Rolls Royce. Your pastor says you should not take drugs, but his wife falls sick. He flies his wife to South Africa for medical checkup and stuff. You get? So giving to be blessed is a very poor way of giving. You don't give to be blessed. If you are giving to be blessed, it's a very poor way of giving because you may not track what you're giving. You give to change the society. You give to improve somebody's life. So which means giving somebody school fees is not enough. You have to track that the person actually paid the school fees. And not just that, before they come and collect their next school fees from you, they have to bring their result to prove that they actually studied. You get what I'm saying? Bring your transcript. So somebody I'm paying their school fees now, you have to bring your transcript. I see your transcript and see that you're doing well in your courses before I give you another one. Because what? I'm giving to cause a change. But the way Christians give, the modern Christians we have in Nigeria, the way modern Christians give is wrong. You understand? These people are given to be blessed. So if I was just given to be blessed, I would just throw this fellow and the person will leave without me ever tracking the person. unknowing whether they actually did it. What stops them from using that thing to go and play Niger bet? You get what I'm saying? So giving to be blessed is a very poor way of giving. It's selfish. And because it's selfish, there are loopholes in it. You don't give to be blessed. See, when we had Ebola, Christians were paying tithe and sowing seeds so that Ebola will not come to their family. Poor way of giving. Did it stop Ebola? No. What stopped Ebola was that Bill Gates donated $50 million to scientists to find a cure for Ebola, or at least a way to contain it. That was how Ebola was curtailed, though. You understand? What of polio? We have had polio since the inception of this country. We have always had polio. And people have been praying against all these sicknesses and disease. How was polio cured or expelled from Nigeria? It was Bill Gates. He showed up and did what? And contributed money and cracked it. They started immunizing people massively. Till today, there's no new recorded polio case. I think since 2012, no new recorded polio case in Nigeria. Bill Gates did it. Bill Gates, all the way from America. What are our politicians doing? What are our pastors doing? What are the Christians in the society doing? So giving as a means of for selfishness, as a means of seeking blessing, is a very poor way of giving. You understand? You give to cause change in the society. Hi, thank you very much, Abiodun. You said God continue to bless me. Thanks a lot. That's how we roll. Mimi Peace. Hi, what's up, Mimi? Mimi Peace said when they told Jesus that the woman who poured the expensive oil on him should have sold the perfume and give the money to the poor, Jesus said there will always be poor people. Yes, there will always be poor people. Does it mean that Nigeria should now be the country with the highest number of poor people? Did they cause Nigeria in the Bible? You understand? Every society has poor people. The thing is that what's the percentage? So don't misquote Jesus. Jesus did not say that people will be permanently poor. You understand? So, and the woman was not just pouring the oil on Jesus' feet. She was doing it for a purpose. You understand? The oil is perfume, it's sweet smelling. Those days you walk around in the desert. That place is if you know how those places looks like, that the whole of that place is desert and sandy. So they probably came in. They came in and their feet was dusty. So she decided to wash up Jesus' feet with her perfume and oil. You understand? So Mimi Peace, you get what I'm saying? Mimi Peace, giving or not to give is my decision. If I have and my heart told me to give to church, I will give. It's not your duty to tell me who to give. Exactly. You understand? It should be your own personal conviction. But at the same time, we should look at it on a national level. Why is it that all this giving we're giving, Nigeria is getting poorer? Something is wrong somewhere. You understand? And I think personally it's because most Christians are giving to be blessed. Forget about the blessing. God will figure out who he wants to bless it, when he wants to bless it. That's why even atheists are blessed. Bill Gates is married. He's an atheist. He's not a Christian, and he's happily married. His daughter is now like 19, 20. His daughter is 22 years old. You understand? Fresh girl like this. If they give me marriage, I'll marry her. You get what I'm saying? Happy family life. And he's not a Christian. You get? So look at all of them. They are blessed. So it's not just Christians that are blessed. So God chooses who to bless. So if you're giving just to be blessed, that's a selfish way. There's a weakness in it because you might be tricked such that you don't track where you're giving, what your money is doing. Look at what happens in Nigerian transport services at the park. You enter bus, somebody from nowhere will just show up and start praying. After they have prayed, they will ask everybody for money and collect money. Why are people giving money? They are giving to be blessed. If people are actually asking questions, they say, do I really know this person? What if this person is a thief? What if he's a fraud? You understand? So if you ask questions like that, you can now find out the reason why you're giving. Then if you're not giving to the person, you're giving it because you're convinced, because maybe the money will help the person to eat for the day. But if you're just giving to be blessed, you can easily be tricked. And that's what I think is massively happening in this country. All right. Then a Savage said Nigerian pastors are the most worst thing on this planet. I've never seen that kind of comparison, most worst thing. But Nigerian pastors have issues. So they said if you analyzed the top 20 richest pastors in the world, 7 of them are Nigerian. That means we're the highest appearing, even the top 10. The richest pastor in the world is a Nigerian. The third richest is Nigerian. Fourth richest is Nigeria. In the whole world, though, not just here, the whole world. So Nigeria has issues. There's something we are doing very terribly about Christian religion in Nigeria that needs to change. So that's why some of us are voicing out. You understand? Emmanuel Akamu said they are using Nigerians to play their games. They have no principles, no clear ideology, other than clear idea of how to share our commonwealth. That is a big problem. It's true. Glorious goodness. God's blessings upon you. I thank God for you, director of this live chat. Yeah, thanks a lot. MEPs, the church did not make people poor. I hate when we start talking about our country and the misdeeds of the politicians. They will start talking about the pastors who don't want to be blessed. See, Mimi Peace, there's a correlation between poverty and religiosity. Google it. I think I once Googled it here, showed you guys that the more religious a country is, the poorer it becomes. You understand? The more religious, the poorer. The more religious, the poorer. That's the problem with Nigeria. Nigeria is 98% religious. So out of every 100 Nigerians you're seeing, 98 of them believe in one religion or the other. And guess what? Nigeria is the country with the highest number of poor people. So same thing with Ghana. Ghana is 98% religious. Kenya, 98% religious. And several other countries in Africa. So that's the main problem with Black African countries. We are 98% religious. But if you look at countries like the US is 47% religious. Israel is 47%. The whole Israel is 47% religious. Who else? Which other country? China is less than 20% religious. So all these Western countries, talk about UK. I think UK is like 25% or so religious, around that figure. So the less religious a country is, the more advanced it is. But I'll have to stop here, guys. Let me know what you think. Let's have a good discussion, all right? So I'm gonna pause here. See you guys. Thank you very much. If you are joining my chat for the first time, please make sure that you subscribe to this channel. The subscription button is below, all right? See you.